We'll meditate for a few minutes while people are arriving. Welcome to Dharma Bums, everyone. Anyone new to Dharma Bums? First time? Welcome. How did you find Dharma Bums?
Friend recommended it.
Oh, okay.
Just a Google search.
Google search, looking for party time. Looking for meditation time. So every day is something different here. Anyone new to meditation? Good, I don't have to do anything tonight. What is meditation?
Practice of looking inward.
Oh, really? Inward. Where is inward?
Into my consciousness.
Hmm?
Into consciousness.
Consciousness. Consciousness? Everybody have consciousness? Middle of the night, consciousness? Wide awake? Insomnia. Consciousness. What is this word, consciousness? It's a modern word, actually. But there are other words, yeah. Buddhism has a variety of words. Consciousness. Okay, so awareness. Past, present, future, right? Anyone past? Everyone have a past? Where is it? Concept. But human beings all have this problem of the past. Are you going to do something tomorrow? Where is that? Also, we have projection of future. Present moment. Present moment. We all have present moment, right? But we always are either behind or ahead of the present moment. Pretty much. So at least in Zen meditation, we could say like this, Zen is applying, you say the word consciousness or awareness to the present time awareness. No past, no future. Or in a bigger sense, nothing was born, nothing died. The unborn mind. What is the unborn mind? Is this absolute present moment. Not the conventional moment, oh, I'm gonna ring the bell now. No, that's just, I'm looking at people in the audience. That's just conventional. I'm over here, you're over there, everything's separate moment, right? But absolute present moment is something different in a sense. So absolute present moment is seamless relationship between this awareness and the objects of awareness. All the sensations, sights, smells, hearing, feeling, thoughts, past, present, future, all wrapped up in this present moment, and then allowing just to be present with that space. So that absolute present moment is like in one Tibetan tradition called Dzogchen, they say it's like the highway to the pristine mind, or Zen would say unborn mind, or absolute Buddha nature. A lot of different names. So in practice, we are commonly, one method anyway, is to be absolutely present with our breathing body and awareness. So breathing is fully inhaling, right? Fully inhaling. And then allowing just effortless exhaling, completely empty. There's a little pause, then naturally, and then completely inhaling again. Takes a little effort, and then no effort, exhaling. Inhale, exhale through the nose, not through the mouth. It's best. Most Buddhist meditation actually, eyes are open a little bit. You can experiment on yourself. Each person's their own experiment. So eyes closed, usually most people get a little bit sleepy and start to get too wrapped up in chatter. So a little bit open makes it a little bit easier. Wide open, looking at things, that's not so good either, but eyes just tiny bit open. Breathing fully. So the idea is breathing, body, awareness, getting closer, 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 closer. Any question about anything? Yeah.
As you define absolute presence,
Mm.
that was the term, right?
Yeah, a lot of different terms. Buddha nature, absolute presence,
Yeah.
unborn mind.
When you started to distinguish that from maybe a more superficial type of presence,
Mm.
you didn't mention other people. You mentioned our awareness of objects, so forth.
People, objects, any object,
Okay.
anything, everything. Any sensation, any perception, anything that we normally view as I'm here, it's over there.
Mm-hmm.
So in meditation, we're getting closer to more seamless interrelationship between everything.
Any perception of something that isn't part of us.
Yeah, we're not trying to escape
Of course.
sensations. Some methods, even in Buddhism, are in a sense trying to cut that off. In Zen practice and many forms of Buddhism, then we're looking at our misconstruction of this experience. In a small sense, something is we see as bothersome or annoying to us. Like a classic example, we're sitting meditating and something very noisy comes by. A helicopter, this might fly over it. So how we relate to that? Oh, this noisy thing is interrupting my meditation. I was so peaceful before. Well, that's not much meditation. Not very useful. Loud noise comes by. Even that loud noise, in a seamless relationship with that noise, is profound meditation. Granted, one would have to be very accomplished to meditate if that was continuous, perhaps. But in general, we're looking at how to, whether something is good or bad that we would normally label. That's not relevant when meditation. We're not seeking some wonderful blissed out state. This is pretty useless, pretty much.
I've heard someone say, if you think the noise is annoying you or interrupting your thoughts,
Yeah,
maybe you are annoying it.
Yeah,
your
exactly.
thoughts.
Yeah.
And I thought that was such a wonderful way to just flip all the, and the existential.
Yeah, in general, that's the
Yeah,
important
like-
flip to make, whether it's a,
Maybe our thoughts are knowing something else.
yeah, exactly. Mm. Yeah, there are many examples one can think of in the current realm of media, that this incredible reactivity is taking place, but it's all subjective. Yeah, so it's a very pivotal point, that point where we're neither pushing something away, like with siren. So that's just the sound. So we're not pushing it away, but also not jumping in to figure it out either. Just it is, in that isness. Most of the day we spend like in this battle, don't like that, push buttons. So, yeah.
How do you apply that same concept to your internal chatter?
Yeah, internal chatter. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to go do blah, 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 blah. I'm going to see so and so. It'll be much better than last time because I'll say X, Y, Z. And of course, those things never happen. But we do it anyway. Right? So in meditation, those things will come up. Sometimes they come up even stronger. So it can be a little trickier than a perception, So again, keeping anchored in one's breathing and body, coming back to that, allowing that space to arise. Something comes up, the checklist of what one wants to do tomorrow or something. One just allows it to be there, just like we're not jumping in to create the long to-do list or whatever, or some emotional content comes up. So we allow the space for it to come up, and exhale, it just allow it to be without jumping in or pushing it away, just letting it be, and it will dissolve on its own. And then something new will come up. Over and over and over and over and over. But the key is that pivotal point where we're not caught. We're allowing this very spacious mind gets more, very spacious and very centered at the same time. So we allow that space through breathing body awareness, the spaciousness. Things arise and things fall away. It's okay, it's weather. You're not trying to stop anything, we're not looking for a blank space where there's no thinking or no emotion or nothing going on. Not going to happen. There may be moments like that, like especially on the profound exhale. But we're not seeking that. It's not the solution. We're seeking that pivotal point where we remain centered and spacious. Big thunderstorm comes through, fine. Sun comes through, fine. Everything. No stick. Complete fluidity. Car cuts in front of you on the freeway. You might hit the horn, right? Dangerous. But there's getting caught up into it with angry or whatever thing that might evolve after that. It's dissolves, it's just an event. Any more question, comments?
Do you, in Zen Buddhism, do you count the breaths at all to focus your attention on it?
You can do that, but it's really, and I'm not, I mean, I'm half joking, but half not joking. One can count literally like an inhale and exhale, 1, right? And you can count the next one, 1. The point of counting is not to try to not lose count. That's not what counting is about. Like, oh, I go up to 10, start over again, 10. And they think that maybe one's getting better because one's not going on to 11. That's not what counting is about when you use that method. Really, it's fully engaged in body breathing. It's like a little extra support and be engaged in fully breathing the present moment. The present moment is breathing you. The count is breathing you. You're not counting. That's just adding an extra clutter nonsense. So that subtle difference makes a big difference. You're breathing the count, completely immersed in 1, inhale, exhale, 2, inhale, exhale, 3, maybe up to 5 at the most, and start over again. So,
Yeah, because if you focus too much on the count, it becomes about that.
yeah, it's just another habit of counting. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not. It's useful, but I'm not big on counting.
Takes
Personal.
away from the purpose.
It can be helpful though. I know people where it's been helpful, so it can be. You just have to experiment a little bit. It helps to give a little more strong focus, like in Zen. So posture is really important, and even holding a mudra, and also, I know you're sitting against a bench, but I don't recommend it unless one really has some serious back issue. The amount of attention it takes to hold up the body is just the right amount needed. As soon as one's resting against something, sleep time for the most part. But like how if you're sitting at least, I broke my left femur quite a few years ago now, but not so long ago. So for quite a while I had to sit in a chair. And even now I'm sitting what they call seiza, this left leg, it's hard for me to cross properly. Sitting in a chair, it's really difficult, personally. It's better to sit with a cushion on the chair so that one's back and that way the lower abdomen falls open and enough so that belly breathing is easier. Otherwise, if one's sitting in a chair, feet, then the belly doesn't relax enough. Makes it a little more difficult. You can experiment. I don't know if you get what I mean, but yeah, if my legs are together, like I am when I'm sitting, my stomach is constricted. There's no way around it. That's why, my legs are out like this and the belly. So when I completely inhale, completely exhale, like on the exhale in Zen meditation, the belly's not coming in. Belly is relaxing out a little bit. And I'm trying to exaggerate. There's a good book to read in the Zen tradition by an American Zen teacher, Meiro Roshi, teaches in Wisconsin, called, one, The Way of Rinzai Zen, but then in Hidden Zen, he gives really simple, easy to understand directions on this posture and breathing. It's useful. I even recommend basically the kind of breathing we're attempting to get back to really is how we were breathing when we were age 2. 2-year-olds, anyone familiar with 2-year-olds? Does anyone remember being 2? 2-year-olds breathe naturally still. Belly breathing. spaciousness, totally open. Yeah, very, so our conditioning and our restrictions, our emotions, everything ties up everything, so our breathing gets more and more restricted and we lose flow. And so meditation is, part of it is getting back to where this fluidity of breathing and body, and it's more present. It's very helpful to calming mind and body. So maybe we can meditate for a few minutes now. We have time for more questions after. Any comments or questions about meditation? Yeah.
That was my first sit in over a year. And it got really scary about 10 minutes ago. And then about 4 minutes ago, just more peace than I felt over the past year. Very interesting turn of energy.
Sounds good. Yeah. We meditate quite a little time, so it's easier in support of a group. But even on your own, in terms of practice, don't not meditate because you don't think you have time, or that it has to be like 20 minutes or half an hour or something to be a good meditation or proper or something. 2-3 minutes is fine.
Yeah, I wasn't even aiming for good tonight. I was moving around a little. I was just aiming to do it. Yeah. And I tried to allow all my thoughts and feelings kind of flush out.
Yeah, don't resist.
And I think that was when I felt afraid. But probably because I haven't done that recently.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with some fear or anger or,
of course,
coming up. It sort of represents a little bit maybe our resistance, subtle resistance on the
letting it happen.
Yeah, so then when the resistance breaks through, then it's like, peaceful.
Yeah, I let it happen, but I wasn't completely involved in the feeling.
It was involved in you. It took you for a ride.
For a moment, yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Our ego doesn't solve these things. We're just kind of a little bit of traffic control, at the most. We allow the spaciousness, and then, like they say in Tibetan Dzogchen practice, the emotions self-liberate. So actually what you're sharing is, I think, an example of that, which is kind of rare to be so clear, It's a good thing, really. It's our resistance. So what happens when we resist an emotion?
They make it worse.
They get big. And then, or if we jump in and try and fix it, we get pummeled, it's like not gonna work. But there's this something like this other space. It's like an in-between, seemingly in-between space. And in that space, there's like the spaciousness opens up that can always contain any element, anything that happens. And then spontaneously everything changes.
Could you give like a walkthrough for meditation?
A walkthrough?
Yeah. If that makes sense.
Like, what do you mean? Like, ABC, like...
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well, the walkthrough is different than maybe what some might do, but the walkthrough is really posture, breathing, abdominal breathing, and awareness filling the whole body as much as possible. So we're aware of our feet, we're aware of our body posture, where we give full attention to everything. And as we breathe, then we're literally, one could say, you can go through the senses if you like, It's a nice exercise, maybe at least for a little while, it's a very strong kind of practice. So you can literally focus. So you can inhale and exhale. Instead of counting, you can inhale and exhale hearing. Put all your attention to hearing. Inhale, exhale, seeing, smelling, tasting, feeling, and repeat that. Go through one at a time, and then even mind. So hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, feeling, mental constructions. And again, inhale and exhale on each one. Do that just for a really short time. Maybe then go for a short walk. You'll notice. Meditation doesn't have to be a long time. A short time, breathing. Or if you want to count, breathing the count, So then 1, inhale, exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. 3. That extra count also gives a little extra structure or diligence or energy around meditation. It's helpful in the beginning. That you want more? 1, 2, 3.
And then you're supposed to like rest your awareness like across all of those like sensations.
Don't have to try to do anything. Just do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you do go through the senses, if you do that first for a few minutes, and then go back to regular meditation breathing, you'll find everything is more fluid. One can also do like 2-3 minute meditation before you do some exercise, like jogging or running. Sit for 2 minutes, breathe, go jogging. When you finish, then before you finish, then sit down again, 2 minutes meditation. Changes everything. Something pervade, there's a shift, slight subtle shift takes place. The activity is all the same, but it's like a meditation sandwich, beginning and ending. A lot of activities that way. Begin 2-minute meditation, end 2-minute meditation. Get involved in doing anything. This helps. The whole point, is we're not trying to go somewhere. We're trying to bring, the quality of meditation throughout our day. So interspersed with short meditations, maybe if one has time, a longer one at the beginning or end of the day, is really helpful. So you can do 5 3-minute meditations throughout the day. Make time for that. Pretty easy. It's like developing our meditation muscles. It takes a little bit, slowly. It's ease. There's a little more ease of practice. And group practice is also very helpful. It seems to helps support. One's able to kind of go a little further than on one's own in a sense. Great. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.